This is Jon Daly from the EP Boulevard Pawn Shop in Memphis, Tennessee. On location in Indianapolis today, I'm with a super fan, Linda. And Linda, what do you have in your hand? What are you showing me today?
Well, this where I opened to is the show in Indianapolis of April 12th, 1972.
Yeah.
Ticket stub and pictures. And I remember that show so well because it was my husband's birthday.
Wow.
And when it came out to when the show was going to be, and I thought, eh. So I told him, I said, I'm going to watch Elvis. I'm sorry, it's your birthday. We'll celebrate later. So I went to watch Elvis, and he was super. He had a light blue shirt on. He played with the hat. And
yeah.
Oh.
So you saw Elvis how many times?
I believe 7.
7. First show was?
First show was in St. Louis at Kiel Auditorium, September 10th.
1970.
1970.
And then 71.
71 in Louisville.
72.
72 here in Indianapolis. 74, and what happened at 73? The 74 at the Convention Center.
Okay.
Down in Indianapolis.
Okay.
He was twice in Bloomington.
Yeah, you went to both shows?
Saw him twice, yes, there in Bloomington.
And when was the last time?
Well, the last time was here in Indianapolis. This is his last show. He was in my home city.
So June 26, 77.
77. Friend and I stayed out all night, got tickets. Third row.
You were at, so you were at the third row at Elvis Presley's last concert.
Last concert. Oh, what a beautiful view it was too.
And we've got an album, right? You've got the
Last Farewell album.
You've got the Last Farewell album, and so this was a record that came out. Of course, afterwards it was actually bootlegged, but and so when you listen to this show, you can say, "I was there."
I was there. You bet, I was there.
So let's tell the fans this fabulous story about the front row. So you're there wanting to get tickets to Elvis's last concert, which of course nobody knew was his last concert.
Well,
but
true.
So what happened to these people that were in the first row?
Well, we stayed out all night, and this was in April, so it wasn't real warm. And so a bunch of us, there were a big, long line of people that stayed out all night for tickets. And I remember my friend and I were 10th in line. So we thought, front row seat, yay.
Okay.
A friend of ours now, Kay Lips, she was first in line and organized everything. So she also expected front row seats.
Okay.
And when the ticket box opened and they announced there were no front row seats, not any front row center. There were front row on the side, but not front row center.
So dead center first row was already gone.
Where the fans were, yeah, they were already gone.
Huh.
And everybody screamed and yelled, wait a minute, that's not fair. We're the fans. Those should be our tickets. And just threw a fit. Well, we all kind of gathered and said, we'll see in the night of the show who's got the front row tickets.
Okay. And
so when we all got there and got to talking and saw that the people in the front row stood up and said to the people in the second row, oh, hey, thanks to your dad that we got these front row seats. And the guy in the second row said, well, thank Indiana National Bank. They're the ones that got them.
Mm-hmm.
So we thought, oh, so that's who got the seats, not the fans.
Okay.
But these weren't even Elvis fans. They just wanted to go see a concert.
Spectators.
Yeah.
Okay.
So once the concert got started, and of course when he gets to Love Me,
right,
and does the scarves, and everybody goes down in front, all the people took the front row that were in the legitimate fans in the second and third row, took the front row and kind of pushed the seats and kept pushing them and pushing them. And the people in the front row got shoved under the stage.
So their seats went under the front row.
Yeah, went under, and they went under the stage, and they weren't watching. We knew what we were doing.
Wow.
And so when they finally got up and got out of there, and they were leaving. Yes. And we all kind of said, hey, hope you enjoyed these front row seats. You didn't get like you were supposed to. We waited all night. You didn't. And so they were crying and carrying on.
So when you went to see Elvis in concert, you kind of took your own life in your own hands.
Yes, you kind of did once you learned. once you learned what was going on and when.
Yeah.
Like at the convention center, when I went to the afternoon show, I had a white turtleneck sweater on and tried to make my way down as usual. And when I come back, my sister says, do you know you have 2 big footprints on the back of your sweater? And I said, oh, no. But that's kind of one of the reasons why I turned around and come back.
Yeah.
Because it was getting very crowded and very crunchy.
Yeah.
And it was, he commanded it.
Wow. So let's show the fans here. So you were 3rd row at Elvis Presley's Indianapolis show from 1977. Yep. And this was so great. Linda just kind of pulls this out of a drawer. But here, I'm going to let you hold this up.
This is, I had a little cassette player that I snuck in my purse, and I recorded it. So
she has the original cassette from June 26, 77, 3rd row. I mean, when I say super fan, I mean, you walked out of there taping the show. God bless you.
Oh, yes. I had to tape the show.
Had to tape the show.
And it was, and I remember listening to it a lot. But then when the last farewell come out, that sound is a little better than what I got. There were a lot of screaming going on.
But you recorded it.
Oh, yeah, I recorded.
Well, Linda, thank you so much for your memories today, for seeing Elvis 7 times, being at Indianapolis, June 26, 77, and loving on our guy, right to the end.
He was good. And after watching when they showed the last concert from Iowa, after he passed, and watching him in Indianapolis, he was different. He was so much better in Indianapolis.
And he did Bridge Over Troubled Water.
Oh, he did Bridge, and he hit every note perfectly. one of my favorites. Yes.
Lifelong Elvis fan.
Oh, yes.
We appreciate you. Thank you so much. We hope you enjoyed our video today, capturing some Elvis history. Appreciate it. Like and subscribe.